A Sunday broadcast of the NBA. It's the Boston Celtics going up against Team Jordan. Up next on 2K Sports.
And there, the Celtics earlier getting set to play. And 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you on board. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Bird out there with Kevin McHale. Then there's Ainge. Then it's Parrish and Johnson. D-Wade out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Michael Jordan and Wallace. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Carmelo Anthony has had his share of off-the-court problems over the years. After winning gold with Team USA, Carmelo decided to change things up. He said, I had to change everything around me. My inner circle, my friends, the way I conduct myself, even the way I dress. I persevered through all the bad stuff. I climbed a mountain, and now I feel like I'm at the top again. Kevin, those around him say they've noticed the difference. Back to you guys.
Nice stuff, Doris. Thank you. Here's Johnson after Gerald Wallace's bucket. And McHale backs down. Connects from in close. McHale's got his first points in this one. Boston on D. Ball outside. Parrish against Wallace. Defended by Parrish. Blocked. And it's the Celtics with the ball. From the wing. And Bird gets it to go on the assist from Dennis Johnson. Bird's got his second basket of the game. Here comes Chris Paul. And here is Anthony. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Johnson with it. Defended by Paul. Here's Bird, and it's Boston with another.
So far, I don't think you can ask for a better start to the game for them. 4 for 4 thus far.
Ball against Johnson. Parrish against Wallace. Shoots it up. Cans it from in close.
You can't let guys get so close to the hoop like that. You got to bump them and chuck them a little bit as they come through the paint. Make them feel you.
Johnson with it. And Bird backs him in. And another basket for Boston.
Wow, they've hit their first 5 shots. They're looking to close these guys out before halftime.
And here we go with Dwayne Wade. Ball outside. Goes up. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Paul.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's Johnson. Back to Bird, guarded by Jordan. Tosses it up. And Larry Bird again. Bird's got 10 points.
Right now, their offense is playing through him, actually going through him just about every time, and he's answered the call with tremendous play.
Jordan. Baseline jumper. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Nice speed. That's the way to keep the ball moving.
Here's Johnson. No points for him. And Bird backs him in. Over Jordan, And Larry Bird again. 12 points for him.
He's really doing a nice job leading his team and setting a terrific pace this quarter. He's been absolutely dominant.
Wallace outside. Over Johnson. Wallace, good. Wallace has got 6. The Celtics with the lead. Wade against Ainge. McHale outside from 11 feet away. Here comes Carmelo Anthony. Pass to Jordan. Now here's Paul. Defended by Parrish. The shot by Paul, no good.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Johnson against Wade. Paul against Parrish. With the hook shot. That's good.
When his hook shot is on, there's nothing you can do defensively. It's almost a given he's going to knock it down.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I caught up with head coach Phil Jackson. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the opposing defense and open things up by using their ability to knock down long-range shots. Success from the perimeter will translate to success on the inside. Those were his words to me, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because that's really the only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
Here's Johnson, and it's good. Jump shot utilizing the screen.
Nice screen to set up the J. Excellent offensive execution right there.
Paul outside. Pass to Anthony. Stolen by Bird. It's one-on-one. Here's Johnson. And, yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line.
First personal foul, teams first. At the line for the Celtics, Dennis Johnson, shooting one.
Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Here's Paul, still looking to get on the scoreboard. Wallace against Parrish. From 11 feet away, Wallace misses. Celtics leading by 7. Now here's Johnson. He has 5. Ainge the pass to Johnson. Over Wallace. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And right now, Kevin, they're getting everything they want and sending a message while they're doing it.
The Jordan team will take their first timeout of the game. Here's Paul. Under 6 minutes left in the first. Here's Wallace. And the bucket is good. Now he'll get a trip to the stripe. A three-point play opportunity.
First person, teams first. Shooting for Team Jordan, Gerald Wallace, shooting one.
And he makes the free throw. Here's Johnson. He has 7. McHale up top. Parrish with the screen on Anthony. Here's Ainge. And in there for 2 as he lays it up and in.
The D was all over him, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Here's Paul. Not on the scoreboard yet. Wasn't careful with his position. He gets nailed with the backcourt violation. Here's Johnson. They're leading by 8. Defended by Paul. Johnson, good.
Well, in this quarter, they haven't done a good job of defending the shots.
Now Paul. Here's Jordan, takes it up. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Jordan's got 6. Johnson kicks to Ainge. Pass to Bird. Guarded by Jordan. Shoots it. And another basket for Boston.
He's really one of the big reasons why they have the lead now. He's playing an extremely efficient game. It's fun to watch.
The Jordan team will take a timeout.
And now, introducing your dance team.
Here's Paul. Cuts off the pass.
Well, again, 3 turnovers already. The coach has to make a point to them that they need to take better care of the ball. Handle it like you want it.
Wade kicks to Paul. Pass to Wallace. It's blocked. And it's the Celtics with the ball, leading by 12. Here's McHale, and it's Boston with another.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Here's Paul. No points for him. Outside Anthony. He's guarded by McHale, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Shooting Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Celtics making a change here. Both free throws good from Anthony. Here's Smith. About 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. He dumps it off. And McHale backs down. Connects! McHale's got 6.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Paul kicks to Wallace. Blocked. And here are the Celtics now. It's a 14-point game. Jordan against Smith. Tipped away.
Still Boston 1.
Josh Howard, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
Josh Howard.
Here's Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And another basket for Boston.
They're showing no mercy. This lead just keeps on growing.
Here comes Paul. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Wallace. Throws it up. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. Another block.
Let it go. Let it go.
Here is Howard. 4 on the clock. Pass to Wade. From deep. Kept alive. Here's Jordan. Finally, they get the bucket. Jordan's got 8 points.
That was one of those nice little teardrops that looks like it doesn't have a prayer and then softly drops right in.
Here's Smith. And he buries it from outside.
Smith.
And the Celtics lead by 17. Here's Paul, looking for his first bucket of the game. Jordan against McHale. The shot's good from Jordan.
He's really shouldering the load for his team right now. That's what leadership is about. He's looking to help his team cut into this deficit.
The Celtics on offense. The lead is 15. Smith kicks to McHale. Parrish with the screen on Jordan. And it's Parrish with the jam.
There's always the chance for something special to happen when he's headed to the basket.
Well, you can anticipate it, but as a defender, you can't necessarily stop it. Now here's Paul. Wallace inside. Defended by Parrish. Nice shot by Wallace.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
The Celtics on offense. 15-point game. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And the Celtics making a change here. Got a piece of it. And Bird backs him in. Nice fake up and under. Bird's got 16 points.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Paul kicks to Jordan.
Well, Kevin, he hasn't had a great game in terms of taking care of the ball and limiting turnovers.
Wade against Ainge. Pulls up. High post. Scooped up. McHale passes to Bird.
This guy is perfect from the field in the quarter. They need to keep finding ways to get him the ball.
Now here's Paul. Not on the scoreboard yet. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Wallace. And Johnson pulls it down. And here is Johnson. 11 points in the game. Releases from 15. Bird misses.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
First quarter concluding here with a double-digit lead on the board. Celtics lead by 19.
Well, they're off to a hot start offensively, Kevin. They've been scoring nonstop.
And we'll be back in just a moment. Well, it hasn't exactly been close, but as the second quarter starts, still plenty of basketball left to be played. Here is Bibby. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Johnson, Bird out there with Parrish, and Davis. Lets it go from the wing, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Bibby. Anthony's got 6. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Jordan against Davis. Here's Bird. Knocks down the open jumper. Bird's got 20 points.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Jordan. That's good. And it's Bibby with the assist that time.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Outside, Davis. It's dumped off. They double team Bird. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Stolen by Bird.
He knew exactly where the ball was going and got a hand on it. Excellent defense, and the steal earns him a quick bucket in transition.
Here's Wallace. Here is Bibby. No points for him. Passes it back. Just 5 to shoot. Wallace, good.
Wallace.
Here's Johnson. 17-point game. Pass to Bird. They double-team Bird. Back to Johnson. The fadeaway. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Johnson's got 13. Howard against Bird. Johnson against Bibby. Michael Jordan on the wing. 12 points for him.
Well, you look at the scoreboard and you realize how much he's already contributed. You really have to wonder how bad it might be if he weren't doing the job he's done so far.
And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Guys, there were a lot of questions about whether last season would be Phil Jackson's final one, whether he'd retire. After they won the title and he set a record for most coaching championships, he said he was leaning towards retiring. He decided to return, though, saying, "Count me in." After a couple of weeks of deliberation, it's time to get back to the challenge of putting together a team that can defend its title. It'll be the last stand for me, and I hope it's a grand one. Guys, good to have him back.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. Here's Bibby, still looking to get on the scoreboard. The Jordan team will call a full timeout.
And now, introducing your dance team.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Gerald Wallace. Making a switch here are the Celtics. Here's Johnson. With the floater. Here's Johnson. Ainge covering. Johnson dishes to Anthony. Goes up, and he jams it in beautifully.
Now that's a nice dime. What a dime. He dished it inside, and it was right on target.
And here are the Celtics now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. McHale up top. He's guarded by Howard. Johnson, Bibby covering. Stolen away. Pass to Anthony. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Anthony's got 10 points.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Johnson outside. Back to Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Backing down is Brown. Releases, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Hey, that was a nice move on the inside for him. He's not a natural post scorer. He sure got it done right there. Way to knock it down.
Bibby kicks to Anthony. Let's go with a 3. And there's Mike Bibby on the assist by Anthony. Bibby's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dennis Johnson on the wing. Bibby covering. Easy shot, and another basket for Boston.
They don't seem to have many answers for him in this game. He's doing a terrific job out there. Outstanding work.
Back to Anthony. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Anthony's got 12.
That's unselfish team basketball right there, Kevin. McHale
kicks to Ainge. Howard against McHale. Tried to convert on the alley-oop, but snatched away.
Good anticipation for the steal.
And the basket by Johnson.
Oh, my goodness. Nobody stopped the ball. The D made that much too easy for him.
The Celtics on offense. 10-point lead. And McHale backs down. Shoots from 12, and that's good for 2. He's got 8.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Now Bibby. Anthony left side. From downtown. That's good from Bibby on the assist by Anthony. Bibby's got 6 points.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Back to Bird, and stolen by Jordan.
And that's his second turnover in this quarter alone.
Here's Howard. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Howard's got his second bucket. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Johnson. He's got 17. Brown with it, takes it up, and he drops it in on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 9.
He saw the height mismatch and went to work immediately. That's smart basketball.
Bibby against Johnson. Tipped. It's 1-on-1. Goes up, drains it from short range. Johnson's got 19 points. And here's Bibby. 6 points for him. Anthony with it. Back to Bibby. Over Johnson. About 4.5 minutes left in the second.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Now Bibby. Outside Anthony. Open look. Can't get it to go. So Boston will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Johnson outside. Jordan against Bird. Over Jordan. No good from Bird. And here's Bibby. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Bird. Johnson against Johnson. From the wing, Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 21 in the game.
My man is in fuego. Definitely way too hot to handle.
Bibby kicks to Anthony. Connects from the high post. Anthony's got 14.
Kevin, this guy keeps constant pressure on the defense whenever he has the ball. He's a good decision maker, he can score it, and he's also a terrific passer. He seems to always make the right decision with the ball.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Ainge. Martin against Williams. With the shot. Fired short, but gets the kind roll and goes in. Williams has got his second basket. And here we go with Joe Johnson. Here's Smith. And again, Boston with the triple.
The fast break left the defense discombobulated. As a result, he had the open three.
Here's Bibby. He has 6. Wallace, defended by Parrish. Off-balance shot. Wallace misses.
They'll allow him to get that off all day.
Here's Williams. Wallace with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Bibby against Smith. Wallace outside. Takes it up. Buries the short-range shot. Wallace has got 17 now.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Here's Smith. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. Here's Bibby. 1:53 left in the half. Wallace left side, floats it up. And the rebound goes to McHale.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Williams kicks to Smith. Hits the runner from long distance. 8 points for him. Here's Bibby. Here's Wallace. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. 19 points for Wallace. Here's Smith. 16-point lead. And McHale backs down.
I see him.
Guarded by Jordan. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Parrish. It's blocked. He's got 19. Bibby with it. Outside Martin. From about 19 feet. Gets it to rattle in. Martin's got his first 2 points. And here are the Celtics now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And here is Ainge. He's guarded by Johnson. On the wing, Ainge. He's guarded by Johnson. The 3. The shot's good from Ainge. 5 points in the game.
They're going for the jugular with the lead here. I mean, they've increased the number of outside shot attempts. They're looking to bury him with the 3.
Here's Jordan, blocked. And here is Ainge. Here's McHale, and no good trying to get that one. And the first half wraps up with a dominating performance underway.
Well, Larry Bird in this one, 22 points, and you can throw in a couple of steals for him, too. Boy, he was locked in that whole half.
It's the Celtics leading by 17.
Sunday Hoops right here. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's get you out to the HP halftime report. A great effort by the Celtics so far. Effortless scoring. Their field goal percentage is sky high. Larry Bird absolutely dominating. He's already racked up 22 points. He's also added a couple steals. For Team Jordan, though, they've looked out of sync. They're getting crushed on the glass. They better stiffen that upper lip, find a way to get it done. Chris Paul hasn't made much of an impact so far. Another ragged shooting game for him. He's had more than a few lately. And a couple of guys out there who are getting it done for their respective teams. Should be a fun second half. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now let's get you back to the start of your third quarter. So long.
Well, it hasn't been very close so far, but with another half remaining, still plenty of time left. Here's Wade. Not on the scoreboard yet. They've got Michael Jordan. D-Wade out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Anthony and Wallace. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
Here comes Dwayne Wade. Johnson against Paul. Here's Wallace. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 21 points for Wallace. Here's Johnson. 23 points in the game.
Hey, get to your spot.
McHale against Anthony.
I see you.
Wallace against Parrish. Goes up. And laid up and in. He's got 6.
I think this is where you want to operate. This is where you want to be taking shots from as an offense, in and around the paint.
Wallace outside. Great anticipation.
He just lost another one, Kevin. I mean, he's really having a difficult time seeing the defense here.
Here's Paul. Passes back. Paul left side. Gets the bucket from 20 feet away. Paul's got his first points in this one. Boston dictating the flow. 19-point game. Pass to McHale. Gets a good look. And again, it's Boston converting.
And right now, their offense is really on track to start this half. I mean, everybody's in sync. The chemistry's good. The flow is good. They've hit their first 4 so far.
Now here's Paul. Sent away with authority. They retain possession.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart them here.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. Johnson kicks to Ainge. Pass to McHale. Covered by Anthony. And he can't manage to get up a decent shot on the foul. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony.
So far in the game for McHale, he has 12 points, and he's gotten his hand on 1 shot for a block. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
Kevin McHale. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Paul. The Jordan team will take a timeout here.
And now, introducing your guest team.
Here's Paul. Here's Wade. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
That makes it 4 for 5 to start the third. Really coming out of halftime looking to get a big jump on the opponent.
Johnson outside. Back to Bird. Hit his foot. And it's being called a kickball. Here's Johnson. He's got 25. Takes it up, and Bird gets it to go on the assist from Dennis Johnson. Bird's got 24. Here comes Chris Paul. On the wing, Wallace, defended by Parrish. Wallace against Parrish. Just 4 to shoot. A second left. Wallace, good. He's got 23.
He's been getting after it offensively, but they're still trailing here. One guy can only do so much.
Wasn't watching the line there. That's going to be an over and back. Here's Paul. About 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Parrish against Wallace. Nails the easy jumper. Wallace has got 25 points in the game. Boston dictating the flow. They lead by 17. Johnson kicks to Ainge. Deflects the pass.
Still Boston ball.
Here's Ainge. He has 5. On the line, kept alive. A second chance effort, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Dwayne Wade. First personal foul, team second. At the line for the Celtics, Kevin McHale, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Paul. Under 8 minutes left in the third. Stolen.
They certainly haven't been very good here in the quarter in regards to protecting the ball, Kevin.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 25. Paul against Parrish. They double him with Wallace. Shot's good by McHale. Here's Paul. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Boy, he's such a powerful finisher, Kevin.
Well, it's almost a sure thing when he gets in that close, Clark.
A clear path? You don't want to get in the way of this fella.
Oh, no, he's cleared for landing every time. Here's Johnson.
They're harassing him for 94 feet with full court man-to-man defense.
Here's Ainge. Pass to Bird. Guarded by Jordan. Throws it up. Bird with the bucket. Bird's got 26 points.
Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
Paul against Johnson. Ainge against Wade. Just 4 to shoot. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Wade. Paul's got 6 points. And here's Boston. Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Parrish. He has 6.
Great execution on the inbounds play, and they get the basket.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Wallace, defended by Parrish. Nice shot by Wallace.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Johnson outside. And here's Bird from the arc. And that one's good. Bird's got 29.
Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
Paul against Johnson. Releases from 15. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Paul. 18 points for Jordan. And here are the Celtics now. Off.
What about the setup? I mean, there are assists, and then there are delicious downs.
Well, putting it up there soft and throwing it down hard. And here comes Paul. He has 6. He's guarded by Johnson. Paul kicks to Anthony. Over McHale. Anthony can't hit.
Well, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
Here's Johnson. The shot misses. Anthony with the defensive effort. Now Paul. And it's McHale picking him up. McHale against Paul. Goes up. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Paul. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony. The Celtics on offense. Now Johnson. 25 points in the game. Back to Bird, guarded by Jordan. Unloads. A nice shot by Bird. Bird's got 31 points.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
Here comes Chris Paul. He's guarded by Johnson. Deflected.
Kevin, he has simply got to focus and make sure he keeps himself between the ball and the defense in that situation.
Here's Paul. Under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Wasn't careful with his position and gets nailed with the backcourt violation.
Celtics ball.
Here's Parrish. Johnson outside. Defended by Paul. Paul against Johnson. And taken away by Paul.
Kevin, you know, they're still doing a pretty good job of limiting their giveaways right now.
Shots good by Anthony. Here's Johnson. 27 points for him. Parrish kicks to Ainge. Wade is covering. Bird, guarded by Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. That's good. Bird's got 33.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Paul outside. Arcs it high.
Shooting for Team Jordan. Chris Paul. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Celtics making a change here. And so Paul nails both of them.
Looking at the game for Paul, he's got 8 points and a dozen assists. His success in the assist department has carried over to the free throw line.
And here is Johnson. And taken away by Paul. Here's Wade. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wade's got his second bucket.
No prettier shot than the finger roll, smooth and beautiful. It's a joy to see.
Bird kicks to Johnson. Outside, Davis. Bird against Jordan. 2 minutes left in the third.
It's hard to make a pinpoint pass from that far away. He couldn't get a hold of it.
Here's Bird. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more.
First personal foul. Team's team. At the line for the Celtics, Larry Bird, shooting one.
Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Here's Anthony. Takes it up. Great finish in traffic. Anthony's got 20 points. Here's Johnson. Defended by Paul. Outside, Davis.
I got him. Take that.
And Bird backs him in. Kept alive. Tries again. The shot's good from Parrish. 12 points for him.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
Wade passes to Paul. Here's Wallace, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 29 points for Wallace.
His team really needs this kind of effort, and he is bringing it forward. He's converted time and time again this quarter.
Wade against Davis. Pass to Bird. Shoots! And again, it's Boston converting. Here's Paul. Another basket. He'll have a double-double. Connects on the baseline jumper. Paul's got 10 points.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Bird. From the corner. And again, it's Boston converting. Here's Paul. He's got 10.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Wade outside. From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. We have just finished the third, and it's officially a blowout.
Well, Larry Bird in this one, 40 points and 2 steals as well. He came out of the halftime locker room with a head of steam.
More great action when we return. Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for our Sprite Spark of the Game report. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, for that great stretch the Celtics put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. They put the clamps on in the second quarter, and guys, that helped them go on this magnificent run.
Great, Doris. That big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
Here's Ainge. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Ainge. Parrish is out there with Kevin McHale and Williams. Smith kicks to Ainge. The rebound by Jordan.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Wade gets the bucket. Here's Smith. From downtown, Kevin Martin grabs the ball. And here we go with Chris Paul. He's guarded by Williams. Backing down is Howard. Nails it from close range. Here's Smith. Defended by Paul. Ainge against Wade. Ainge the pass to McHale. Williams against Martin. Shoots it. Shot's good by Williams.
Tell you what, I like the way he's picked his spots on when to get involved in the offense.
Paul outside. Parrish against Jordan. Oh! With authority.
That dunk made a statement right there.
Now putting on a show, Clark. Such an impressive move. Here's Smith. Ainge against Wade. And McHale gets double teamed. Nails the bank shot. McHale's got 20 points.
Well, the defense can't give up chances like that too often, or you'll pay for it dearly.
Paul against Smith. Parrish against Jordan. Shoots over Parrish. Michael Jordan again. 22 points for him. And it's the Celtics with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Smith kicks to McHale. Here's Parrish. And that's good. Laying it in. And the Celtics lead by 21.
He's starting to pick up his game in this half.
Here's Paul. Covered by Smith. It's blocked. It stays here. So both teams changing it up here. Here is Bibby. Martin with a screen on Johnson. Bibby, and it falls, freed up off the pit.
He'll make that shot all game long. The defense has got to get over the top of that screen.
Ainge, the pass to Johnson. Bibby covering. Johnson kicks to Ainge. Just 5 on the clock. The dump off. Miller. Over Wallace. And it's Miller missing.
That shot didn't have a chance. He doesn't have the softest touch, and the defense was in his jersey. Got to look for a better shot.
Ainge against Martin. Johnson left side. Bibby covering. From down low, and the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 29. Bibby with it. Jordan up top. He's guarded by McHale. Here's Johnson. Under 8 minutes left in the fourth. McHale kicks to Ainge. Covered by Martin. Ainge the pass to McHale. Just 4 to shoot. Blocked. Martin with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Open look. Bibby with the bucket. Here's Johnson. Now Ainge. Pass to McHale. Just 5 on the clock. Connects from 13 feet out. McHale's got 22 points. Here's Bibby. Under 7 minutes left in the game. Here's Wallace. Bird knocks it loose.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
And McHale backs down. They double him with Wallace. Bird kicks to Miller. Great play by Bird to set it up. Miller's got his first points of the game. And here we go with Mike Bibby. Lets it go from the wing. That's good. Here's Johnson. Bibby covering. Johnson kicks to Miller. Stolen by Martin.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Johnson outside. Back to Bird. Pass to Johnson. Back to Bird. Guarded by Jordan. Clock at 4. Lets it go. And it's Bird missing. Here is Howard. Guarded now by Larry Bird. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Howard. Martin's got his second basket of the game. And here's Boston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Johnson, the pass to Bird. Ainge with the ball. Johnson outside.
At the line for the Celtics, Dennis Johnson. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
A good job getting to the line here in this half. I mean, I think that speaks a lot to this team's fortitude. They were determined to get that ball inside and draw fouls.
Both teams will make substitutions. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And here comes Hamilton. Pass to Jordan. And good! Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Now here's Johnson. Outside, Davis. Now here's Johnson, guarded by Augustine. Johnson inside, guarded by Augustine. The 10-footer, it's blocked.
Good job hustling here. I mean, making the extra effort. When you're down, you have to do all of the little things, Kevin.
And they do have a slight disadvantage on the boards. And the Celtics making a change here. Smith has checked in. Here is Howard. Now Bibby. Left side, Jordan. Buries the free throw line jumper. Jordan's got 28.
My goodness, it seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
And here is Johnson. And Boston turns it over.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Here's Augustine. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside, Jordan. Johnson outside. A missed three. And it's the Celtics with the ball. 13-point lead. Smith.
Oh! And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one. That's never going to endear you to your opponents. They don't like that kind of stuff.
No, he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, I think he was throwing salt in the wound, though.
Now here's Johnson. On the mark with the fadeaway. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Celtics on offense. It's a 13-point game. Johnson outside. Miller with a screen on Hamilton. Here's Davis. The shot is off. Nice defense from Wallace.
Given his sorry shooting touch, you'd think he'd know better than to put that shot up. Well, there's another reminder.
Back to Jordan. Cannot hit, so Boston will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Johnson outside. Here's Miller. Smith dishes to Davis. Guarded by Augustine. 5 on the clock. From the right block. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got his first bucket in this one. And here's Augustine. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he addressed his basketball team. He was pretty fed up, no question. He told them, hey, the turnovers are killing us. You cannot play 1-on-5. We got to run our plays and get a good shot each time down the floor. Kevin will keep an eye out for it.
Now here's Howard. Cranes the easy jumper.
When he gets it going like this, you got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Here's Smith. 1:50 left in the fourth. Johnson with it. Here's Miller, and finished up with a nice layup. And the Celtics lead by 15. Here's Augustine for the alley-oop.
Boy, these guys have a terrific feel for each other. You have to in order to make plays like that.
Don't you think you can tell that they love being on the court together?
Boy, they're having a good time.
Now here's Johnson. Smith kicks to Davis. Easy shot, and it's Boston with another.
Kev, they're looking in pretty good shape right now unless they have a total collapse.
Now Augustine. Backing him down is Johnson. Johnson draws the double. No good. And the Celtics go with it the other way.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Miller, the pass to Johnson. Davis inside, working on Martin, and that one's good by Davis.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
Three-pointer Augustine from way back. Here's Smith. 40 seconds left in the game. Johnson. Smith right side. Shoots from 12, and the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first basket.
With this double-digit margin, very little can be done to make this a contest now.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Bibby. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pulls the trigger. Parrish gets the rebound.
That's what happens when you don't square up for your jumper. He faded and gave himself a much tougher shot.
Now Smith. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke and the whole crew, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.